Hello, welcome back. This is chapter 3, The Ritual of Richard Joyner, and it's the last chapter I'm reading. The next day, Jim and Sheila were at the pub, telling all the punters about Bessie and Caitlin. Everyone was stunned, because they knew how well popular the twins were in the village. They had won beauty pageants year after year. Twins' murder could take a while to solve, though, and there wasn't a release date for the girls, so they couldn't even arrange their funerals. Nobody knew who had the women killed, and the whole inquiry could take such a long time. Just then, a couple walked over to Jim and Sheila. It was Richard Joyner and Kathy French. Ricky and Kathy had been dating for nearly 25 years, but never married because of his commitment to the army. It was thought she didn't want to pressure him into marriage. She was happy with their arrangement. Richard spent years pursuing his career, and Kathy was proud of his dedication to his country. He even received the Queen's Gallantry Medal for valour in the field of combat. He was wearing his army uniform and looked like a giant compared to his shorter girlfriend, who was dressed in a black trouser suit. Kathy looped her arm through Sheila's, and they stood together as Richard came over to them and spoke in his usual deep voice. "I'm sorry for your loss, Jim. I've been granted leave from my unit, so if there's anything I can do for you, then just ask." He nodded in silence, too grief-stricken to talk. He was completely devastated by all this, almost suicidal. "Any idea what it was that killed them?" Richard asked. "No, the cops have nothing to go on so far," said Sheila. "They're in the barn though, right?" "That rings a bell, but I can't pinpoint it right at this moment." "Come on, Ricky, let's leave it, hey? We can question this later on." Kathy tried to soothe the tension. Richard had a bit of an idea who it might be, but kept that inside. He didn't want to reveal what the girls did to Outlaw that night of the firework incident, so time would be too insensitive, so he did what Kathy asked. As Richard's mother and father ran the pub, it was decided that he would host a memorial wake there the following Wednesday in honour of the twins. Wednesday came by, and before the party, everyone placed flowers at the scene of their death. There were hundreds of bouquets. The whole pub was packed out with support for Jim and Sheila. Steve was at the pub trying to see if anyone was acting smug or suspicious. Perhaps he could get some clues, and the task was difficult as people were either crying into handkerchiefs or embracing one another, and he couldn't really read their faces. He decided to leave, making his excuses to Jim and Sheila. The villagers enjoyed a dignified send-off, giving the twins playing the music, a batch of their songs, and family members were giving emotional speeches. People were asking why the twins were killed like this, but nobody had any answers. Some were getting too drunk to actually think straight, and a few fights broke out, blaming small incidences. Twins had with certain families. Raymond Joyner, the landlord, broke up the fighting, rang the bell for last orders, then shut for the afternoon.